Hey, Cash King of Deals here from Business Leads Near Me. So I want to relay a story that a friend related to me about the market, the coronavirus, and gave me a great example to look at what's occurring. So you think about when the Pilgrims first came to this country, arrived, pulled up on a boat, met these indigenous people, Native Americans. See, they were able to go and become acclimated, learn the way that they were operating, learn what they do. But what they realized, or what they didn't realize, is that these set of people that came were more technologically advanced. We can't help that people invent things that give an imbalance or give an advantage to those who are aware of it. So think about it. The Pilgrims came with smallpox, gave those out, and also had guns compared to spears. A gun compared to a knife or a spear is it's like magic, right? It's like a magical thing, especially when you're not aware of it. Puts you in a major disadvantage, where this disadvantage actually exterminated. These people aren't even around anymore. We don't even see Native Americans in the place where they're native to. Why do I bring that up? Because that's what this online market is like. E-commerce versus brick and mortar is like a machine gun versus a knife. And I don't even want to say a knife. I want to say a machine gun versus a stick wielding kid versus an adult with a machine gun. That's what the internet's like. Because you got to think, when the quarantine happens, right, it's going to put everything to a halt. There are business owners that don't adequately know how to use their phones. There are business owners that don't adequately know how to use Facebook. There are business owners that don't adequately know how to use Instagram, LinkedIn, so on and so on. So you got to know, when the quarantine happens, and this occurs, and all of these people that don't know how to operate social media and online outlets to be able to build your business, you got to know they'll be just like the Native Americans, and they'll be in the abyss, gone, because they're not becoming acclimated to what's happening. That the internet and e-commerce is like a machine gun, and brick and mortar compared to the e-commerce market is a stick. Mainly because when you're asleep, you're able to make money. There's less people between you and your point of sale when you're doing e-commerce. Literally, the need for some employees is unnecessary. The necessary person in this situation, the person who's the most valuable person in this whole scenario with the coronavirus, with e-commerce, brick and mortar, is the salesman. The reason why the salesman is so important is because the salesman, like myself, I could sell my product and I could sell your product, and I have more experience selling other people's product, which made me capable and made me confident about selling my other stuff, my clothes, hence the clothes I got on, my business leads. I built my own website. I make my own clothes. For example, like, my skill level with making clothes is so high that if the coronavirus happens, boom, all outlets of buying apparel might shut down. But buying fabric and building stuff, making stuff from scratch, is a skill that I have. I teach people how to sew for $250 a class for 2 hours, right? So you got to know that set of information allows me to operate different when the virus happens or the quarantine happens, which means that I could go buy the fabric, make it myself. I'm the skilled person. That doesn't mean that I'm going to make a profit. I still have to promote, market, and sell this stuff, making sure that people can access my products and services, even if I can't get to them, even if I can't come out the house, utilizing the e-commerce. So you got to know there are a bunch of skilled people out here, like yourself. You probably have a great service. You probably have some great products. But you got to know, if you're not good at selling your products, you don't make a profit. Customer service comes after the sale. You make the sale, then you service, then you do the customer service. So if you're not a salesperson, this is going to be hard for you. It's going to be a hard time for you if you don't know how to sell, because sales generate profits. Cash King of Deals.